Thank you, everyone, for coming to our board meeting. Okay, let's see. Sorry. Tom, can we have our roll call, please?
Ms. Bose.
Here.
Mr. Caparata.
Here.
Mr. Clark. Ms. Evans.
Here.
Ms. Kroger.
Here.
Ms. Kelly.
Here.
Ms. Martinez.
Here.
Ms. Pasculi.
Here.
Mr. Van Hise. You have a quorum.
Thank you very much, Tom. The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Act authorizes the Board of Ed to meet in executive session under certain circumstances. The Open Public Meeting Act requires the board to adopt a resolution at a public meeting to go into private session. This evening, we will be meeting in executive session to discuss certain items involving matters involving personnel issues, including but not limited to the appointment, termination of employment, terms and conditions of employment, evaluation of performance, promotion, or discipline of any public officer or employee. Specifically, this evening, we will be discussing the CSA evaluation. Formal action will not be taken. Executive session should last approximately 15 to 20 minutes. May I have a motion to move into...
So moved.
Second. All in favor?
She said
Aye.
make it quick.
Okay, we'll be going into executive session and be back by about 10 minutes of 7. Thank you. And welcome to our board meeting. The New Jersey Open Public Meeting Law was enacted to ensure the rights of the public to have advance notice of and to attend meetings of public bodies at which any business affecting their interest is discussed or acted upon. As required under the law, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided via email and/or fax to the Times, the Lawrence Ledger, the Trentonian, the Public Library, and has been filed with the municipal clerk. This notice was provided prior to the 48 hours required by the Open Public Meetings Act. The board reserves the right to limit public discussion of personnel items and other matters as defined in the law. Okay, we'll do our flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This was the best flag salute we've had in a long time. Thank you, friends. Okay, student representative report. Do we have any peer leaders today?
Oh, we do.
Oh, yay. Welcome, peer leader.
Hi, I'm Mia Adler, and I'm a junior in peer leadership. For Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in the high school, we had freshman and junior testing. It went smoothly, no hiccups. It was nice. I participated in it, so it was good. Today, the baseball team, the boys' baseball team, won 3-1. It was very nice.
Yay, baseball team. Woohoo.
Yeah.
And Steiner?
Yes, against Steiner. After the rain delay, it all worked out, so it was amazing.
Oof.
AAPI celebration took place last night. It was an amazing turnout. If you noticed, walking in, there was a whole array of decorations in the front office. They really celebrated their culture, and it was amazing. For next year, the class officers right now are getting their votes to be representatives, to be secretaries, all that kind of stuff. They're getting ready to speak to the classes to get their votes on who will be vice president, president, all that kind of stuff. The top 6 players for tennis next Tuesday will go to states. So we're very excited for that.
Yay, tennis, go Cards.
And throughout May, Student Council has been hosting Mental Health Mondays, where they did stress ball, DIY stress balls. They did yoga and origami. It was a really nice space for students to kind of decompress throughout the week, especially from HP testing. It was an amazing week, amazing month. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Excellent. Okay, recognition and acknowledgements. Dr.
I'd like
Clem.
to call up Dr. Barry Exa for a presentation.
Good evening, everybody. For the folks in the audience and at home, my name is Dr. Damian Barriexza. I'm the supervisor of mathematics, science, and the arts for the elementary grades here in Lawrence Township. On behalf of all the K-12 music and art teachers of the district and my administrative counterpart, Dr. Sarah Foster, I would like to thank the board for having us each month to give our students yet another forum throughout the year in which to display their artwork and to perform for the public. Our art display this evening is from Ben Franklin Elementary School and is one piece of a larger project in which all 4 elementary schools participated this year. Each school produced a panel, much like the one you saw hanging as you walked in, meant to represent the students of each school. If you attended LTEF's Lawrence Has Talent event last month, you saw they were all displayed together in the main entrance hallway to the high school. The intent of this project was to demonstrate that even though our students all grow from different elementary schools, they are all united under the commonality of being members of the Lawrence Township Public Schools community. Ms. Jen Skarupa is the art teacher at Ben Franklin, and she brought some friends this evening to share a few words with the board. Ms. Skarupa, bring your friends up.
Hi, good evening. Oh, which one? This one? Good evening. I'm Jen Skarupa, and I'm the art teacher over at Ben Franklin. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight, and thank you for letting your children come and help present what we have for our Board of Education. We have a theme tonight with our flowers that were put on display for Lawrence Has Talent, along with the other schools. Thank you for letting us grow, keeping us growing here in our district. Sweet. Our students here at Ben Franklin, every 3rd grader creates a play project that they get to take home with kindergarten on that we get to get our hands into the clay, create, sculpt, and make something that I'm sure these families will be taking home. Their kids' artwork, just like all the other families have, that they'll keep and treasure forever. We do have gifts for you, but before we present some gifts to you guys, we would like to share with you a little bit of how they do their clay in the classroom. So we have a very short video. See if you might recognize your building skills. So we go through the entire process of sculpting the clay, building, learning everything they need to know that when they get set up to move over to the middle school and high school, they know what to do when it comes to creating this type of artwork. And I'm very proud. That was all third grade work. So they did an amazing job. There's some third graders here, third graders there. There we go. And they would like to share with you their craftsmanship. So if you guys want to grab one of the clay pieces.
So I have a question. Do we have a kiln at Ben Franklin?
We do.
We have a kiln at Ben.
have a kiln.
Well, that's amazing and wonderful.
They're so excited about it.
So my son is graduating college tomorrow. I just have to shout that out. Who went to Ben Franklin, and I don't know if they had a kiln then. I don't think so, but I have all of the pottery my kids did in every grade on my dresser. So I'm about to cry right now. So parents have to save it all.
Come on over. Please enjoy. And the plants were provided by our PTO. So I
Oh,
thank PTO.
No.
let's see.
They're sharing that with us? So nice. Oh my gosh, they're gorgeous.
Miss Garupa,
Yes.
thank you for spending your evening with us. Some little birdie told us it's a special day. So we want to wish you a very happy birthday. Happy birthday.
You made this?
Oh, thank you.
These are amazing.
Thank you.
Oh, that's for Mr. Kevin.
Do they shrink? Do they get like, or does it say the same size when you make it?
It's the best one we've ever got.
Yours, like when you made yours, when you make the.
Here's,
original,
Pepper
and you
needs a
put it in the
card.
kiln,
Pepper
is
didn't
it
get a
small
card.
or stay?
Thank you.
Yours didn't go in.
Oh, Miss Dr.
Thank you.
Quinn needs a card. Any extra cards?
We have extra cards.
Oh, Mr. Eldridge can get a card too.
I have one.
Oh, he does have one.
I do.
Okay.
I love.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Is this like wax on top? And you use? Did you guys make the cards too?
It's okay.
Somebody else did them?
It's right here.
Wax color and you scratch out the color?
We love your cards too.
We're missing Mr. Van Heist, so if you want to leave it, we can totally get it to him or whatever you want to do.
Happy birthday, friend.
Thank
Happy
you.
birthday.
Do you see
Thank
the
you.
smiles? It's because of you all.
Thank you, Ben Franklin. Woohoo!
See the smiles? It's because of you guys.
Can we thank them for
Oh,
coming out in
so
the rain?
sweet.
Okay. That was wonderful.
Thank you very much, Ben Franklin Artists. Since our last board meeting, we've learned that the Lawrence Township Public Schools has once again earned the distinction of being a best community in music education by the National Association of Music Merchants. This is our district's 16th time earning this award since 2004 and recognizes the commitment to music education not only by our students, teachers, administrators, and board, but also by the greater Lawrence community. Families, community members, civic organizations, businesses, nonprofits, and other groups that partner with us in creating and sustaining the music education that students experience here in Lawrence Township. For our final board meeting performance of the 25-26 school year, Ms. Colleen LaFlame is here with her Ben Franklin third grade recorder students to perform 2 numbers for you. Ben Franklin friends, take it away.
Oh, lucky you're with me. If parents want to come up
Yeah,
to
come
take
on up if
pictures,
you want to
you can
see them.
stand up here. Feel free.
Come around so you can see their faces.
Take your pictures.
Video to play our song, which means we have to face that way.
Thank you.
So if you would like to come around, you just have to face it. Okay, recorder friends.
Watch the cord.
Is it this one? Okay. Recorder friends, you're just gonna wait while your grown-ups come around.
Come on up,
if they would
folks.
like
You
to.
don't have to stand behind.
We are gonna play you 2 of our favorite songs tonight. One of them is a classic with a little twist, and one of them is about a sheep, and you'll see what happens. All right. All right, ready?
Cross buns, hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny, hot cross buns.
Hot cross buns are a thing of beauty. You can eat them plain or extra fruity. Back in the day, they cost a penny. Now for that, you can't get any. Hot cross buns are what we live for. Make them, eat them, then we make more. I can eat them all night and day. Hot cross buns, hip hip hooray! Hot cross buns.
Grown-ups, could we just get a show of hands if you ever played that song on recorder?
No.
You guys look around. Did you ever play it that way?
Never.
Oh, probably not,
Not
right?
as good as they did. Not as well as they did.
All right. Here comes Perry.
Perry the sheep fell asleep. Did a sheep sleepwalk and ate a recorder? Now he talks like this. Now he talks like this. Oh, Perry the sheep fell asleep. Did a sheep sleepwalk and ate a recorder? Perry, say hello. Perry, say hello. Oh, Perry the sheep fell asleep. Did a sheep sleepwalk and ate a recorder? Perry, say I'm hungry. Perry, say I'm hungry. Oh, Perry the sheep asleep, did the sheep sleepwalk? And data recorder, Perry say I'm happy. Perry say I'm happy. Oh, Perry the sheep fell asleep, did the sheep sleepwalk? And data recorder, Perry say goodbye. Perry say goodbye.
Turn, and we're gonna come this way.
Thank you.
Well done, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ben Franklin friends.
Oh my gosh, so adorable.
Okay. Okay. Good? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Thank you to all our friends for coming out tonight and performing for us. We really appreciate it. Thank you. This evening, I would like to take some time to recognize our 25-26 student representative, Adima Pandy, for her countless contributions to the Board of Education. Radima, you've been a breath of fresh air for this board, to this community. You bring a perspective to the table as well as to the perspective of the entire student body here in Lawrence Township. We always look forward to hearing your reports, learning about what the students are experiencing and what we can do better. Most of all, we appreciate the way you deliver your reports with professionalism and poise. And we will certainly miss you having you on the board with us every month. We wish you the best of luck as you fly out of the Cardinal Nest, and we know you will do great things, and we hope you come back to visit us in the future. Thank you so much.
And we have a very beautiful plaque to present to you. If the board can just come around to her and we'll take a picture.
Thank you.
Okay, we're not done yet.
Still going in my.
I'm going to welcome up Miss Recencio, our student council advisor, because we will be welcoming our incoming 26-27 student representative, Abram Williams.
All right.
Abram is seen as a leader by his peers and is a responsible individual by his teachers. He is an honor roll student, a member of the LHS track and field team.
Yes.
Recently served as co-MC of the LHS Black History Month celebration. I want to thank the high school selection committee comprised of class officers in all of the classes, faculty advisors, student council, who interviewed 5 students and then made a final decision to choose Abram. They wanted him as their representative. He will give their voice. Although Abram won't be sworn in officially until September 9th board meeting, he's here tonight and up at the podium to say a few words. Floor is yours.
Welcome.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing today?
Doing good, doing good.
Thank you. So yeah, my name is Abram Williams. I'm a junior here at Lawrence High School. I will be a senior next year. Cards, go Cards. I'm very thankful for being chosen for this position. Giving students a voice and being a representative of the district is a huge responsibility that I am willing and ready to, take up. I was very nervous going out for this position, especially the day I found out, because Mr. Senio told me I need to go to Dr. Adams' office, randomly out of the day, and I was like, what did I do? Oh, God. Yeah, and she was like, oh, take your stuff, too, and she didn't tell me why. 'Cause I was like, oh, my goodness, what did I do? Oh, no. So, yeah, she kept it very vague, obviously, to keep the surprise of everything, and I'm very happy she did, because, it just added to, I don't know, the surprise of finding out. And walking into the office and them telling me that I got the position was just a breath of fresh air. I just felt like I could breathe, But I'm very happy to take up this position. Again, thank you to the people who did choose me. And I'm happy to see you guys for the next couple of months. You know, we're going to be brothers and sisters for the next couple of months. So thank you guys.
Congratulations. Mr. Sensio, did you want to say something? Yes,
He
please.
said he took a breath of fresh air. Do you remember his reaction?
That was literally the reaction. I said, take a breath. You can take your book bag off. He sat down with his book bag on, and I said, you can breathe. And then he went, woo! It was the most incredible response. It was super cool.
No.
We're very happy to have you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. We love our student board member. We are so excited every year. We meet amazing young people who give a voice to all of the students out there to the board. So we look forward to a great year with you. And
May I share one thing? At our county board meeting that we had, our last one of the month, there was a board member who was just in your positions as a senior at the high school and now is a board member in Hamilton Township.
Yes.
So hang on.
youngest board member in the state of New Jersey.
Yep.
Wow.
So
Yes.
we don't expect much.
We do like to win. All right.
Thank you.
Welcome, Abram. So finally, I have one more recognition to announce. Last week, three of our... oop. Oh,
Sorry.
Oh, Abram,
sorry,
I do have a
Sorry,
little
we
back
have a
for you.
gift.
thank you.
Don't leave empty-handed.
This is for you in case you want to leave.
Yes, you don't need to stay for the whole board meeting.
This time.
Yeah, you have plenty of time to spend with us in the future, so.
All right. Thanks, Ms. Baldessari, for keeping me on my toes. Yeah. Okay. So one more recognition for tonight. Last week, three of our board members were celebrated at the New Jersey School Boards Association County School Board's annual recognition ceremony for their milestone years of service to the Lawrence Township Board of Education. Congratulations to Michelle Bose for 10 years serving on the board. Joanne Groger, 15 years. Kevin Van Heist, who's not here tonight, another 15 years. I think we are unique here in Lawrence, and we are so fortunate to have such dedicated board members. So thank you very much for your service. You truly do care about the families and students of the district. They also received their certificates last week, but tonight, let's give Michelle, Joanne, and Kevin a big round of applause.
Our pleasure, right?
Yes, it is. Okay. Is that it? Am I up now? Okay. Okay, adoption of the minutes. Can I have a motion to adopt the executive session and regular session minutes from the May 6th, 2026 meeting?
So moved.
Second.
Tom, a motion and a second, please.
Mr. Caparata.
Yes.
Mr. Clark.
Abstain.
Miss Evans.
Yes.
Miss Groger.
Yes.
Miss Kelly.
Yes.
Miss Martinez.
Yes.
Miss Pasculi.
Yes.
Miss Bose.
Yes,
Motion carried.
thank you very much. Reports to the board. Superintendent's report.
All right, so just want to reiterate a special thanks to our Ben Franklin crew for the artists and the musicians this evening. It was so special, and what a beautiful gift. It was wonderful watching them literally grow in front of our eyes. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. You'll recognize that I'm wearing green. That signifies what I hope to be stigma-free schools across the district, so that we have an awareness that every child, no matter what they need, how they need it, we're making sure to deliver the emotional well-being and support that they deserve. Creating safe, inclusive, supporting learning environments is essential to what we do. And as a licensed clinician myself, maintaining my licensure is something that I deeply value because I believe it's important to support the whole child. So again, we are committed here to fostering all of the care, connection, and compassion possible in our schools. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Board Secretary report.
We are moving on with the school year for 26-27. So as we bring this to a close, the budget is open for 26-27. It seems like it's all too soon, but here we are. So our information was transmitted to the County Board of Taxation as well as our municipal government, and we are off and running from the last time we met. I do have one thing that I'd like to say tonight, and that is an expression of gratitude to Robert Holsart and company, who are our former auditors. Mr. Holsart Jr., Mr. Holsart Sr. passed away last summer, Mr. Holzhart Jr. passed away last night.
Oh, my goodness.
And so we understood that they were under a great stress from things that they were concerned with, and they were unable to continue on with their business for those reasons. And I wanted to just reiterate what we all know, was that our auditing firm, through Holzhart and Company, was a silent partner with us, who was always there when we needed them. Many of you have been on the board when they have come to the podium and explained anything that was asked of them. They were behind all of the validation for our referendum and signing off on all of our financial paperwork. They put people before anything. They were always interested in the performance of our school district. They greeted you with a smile, no differently than our teachers greet their students. This is who they are in culture, as a company, as a family. They were the same way. They had a genuine interest in Lawrence Township Public Schools and predate my arrival by many years, not just a few. And so we understood that this was a possibility, and it was a life that ended far too soon. And so I will remember, and as we all do, our heroes as we carry that torch forward. The world is a better place because of Bob Holzhart, Senior and Junior. And with that, I know that we will carry on the staff, of the flame rather, and making sure that we greet people with a smile and we put people before anything. And so I wanted to bring that to you. They always cared for our Board of Education. They always liked being in Lawrence. And so with that, I don't know that there's anything else to say, but gratitude for people who make the world a better place.
Yes, thank you, Tom. And I would like to say our condolence goes out to the entire family. And they were a part of our family for many, many, many years. And it's just, I mean, I'm just a little caught off guard because I didn't know that. So thank you for sharing that with us tonight. And I really feel, as always, we are very fortunate in our district. We work with great vendors and accountants and attorneys, and we know them well, and we're a partner to them. And so it does always shine a light on the importance of relationships that we build and the people in our life. And I wish that family, their whole family, my deepest condolences. And, you know, just sorry to hear,
We'll make contact on behalf of the board.
Please do.
We'll reach out to the family, and if there's services, we will represent the board.
Thank you. Okay. The board president report. Thank you to Dr. Klim for recognizing the service of the board. For me, it is an honor and a privilege to serve on this board, to serve this community, to serve this school. It's something I don't take for granted. I love this district, the staff, the students, and the board members. It has been an amazing 10 years for me. I'm happy to be part of the new future with Dr. Klim and all of the great things that we're doing in this district. I thank Joanne and Kevin for their years of service, for their mentorship to me personally. I would be remiss if I didn't thank my VP and partner in crime, Pepper Evans, who has been here for 13 years. I think our community benefits from the tenure of some of our board members, and I love our new board members, and I look forward to a future where we're all learning from each other. I always say we have a lot to offer, but our new board members bring so much more to us, and I hope we continue to do well for our district, and I hope everybody knows how much this board means to me and this community and our administrators. So thank you for supporting me on my journey here in Lawrence. And that's it from me, board president. Okay, liaison committee reports. Our last report from our student board member, Ms. Fatima Pandy, the floor is yours.
Hi everybody, good evening. I feel pretty emotional right now because I really did appreciate this year with the Board of Education. I feel like it definitely helped me learn a lot more about my community. I connected more with the students around me. And because I was in the Board of Education and I learned about educational policy, I am majoring in something policy related now. And I did completely attribute it. Yeah. I did completely attribute it to the Board of Education. When my interviewer and everything was talking about it, I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, I talked so much about the Board of Education. I was like, yeah, like, I love everybody there. I love what I do so much. And I really do appreciate everything that you guys have done for me. And I hope that I was able to contribute to your understanding of Lawrence as well over this time. I did have like a short report of things that I've heard because now that APs are over, testing's over at LHS, I did ask the students to kind of reflect on the year overall. And from what I've been hearing, it has been overwhelmingly positive. So underclassmen, first of all, are extremely happy with the way that things are being run at LHS. And freshmen especially have reported that they feel way more welcomed than they expected to be. I think that even when I was a freshman, I feel like I was like, oh my God, I don't know what high school is going to be like. I think I'm gonna get shoved into the walls every time I walk somewhere. But I do think the freshmen loved their experience. Events such as our AAPI month celebration, the mental health things that we do at the school, and other events in general have helped everybody feel closer together as a community. And students do attribute a lot of this to our incredible student council under Mr. Senio and how much she's been doing in order to connect the school as a whole. I think the biggest thing that people did report in terms of issues were all like kind of like nitpicky things. Like I think the biggest thing that middle schoolers and high schoolers reported was an issue with transportation in terms of when buses arrive and when they arrive on Princeton Pike or Gainsborough and there are extremely long traffic jams. But this was like something that was more sporadic, so it's hard to attribute to just transportation as opposed to weather, car crashes, other circumstances like that. And then another issue, which I mentioned at our last board meeting, was the fact that there's just a lot of things blocked on our Chromebooks, which can be an inconvenience to kids when they're like I know for me, if I'm doing an assignment at 11:30 p.m. on my Chromebook and the one website that I need is blocked, it's a little bit stressful. Yeah, so that was another issue. And then with the elementary schools, they're all winding down. They're all having fun now. They have upcoming field days. They've been celebrating Mental Health Awareness Month as well. And they've also celebrated Teacher Appreciation Week this month, which they all had a lot of fun with. I am beyond excited for the future of the Board of Education under Abram. I talked to him the other day and he seems like an incredible person. So I think that I'm leaving and I feel very confident that the Board of Education is only going to get better from here. Thank you.
We feel good.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, next we have Lawrence Township Education Foundation. Anything?
There was no meeting.
No meeting, okay. New Jersey School Boards.
Okay, I'll try to make this quick. Last Thursday was our last Mercer County School Boards Association meeting. It was held at Crockett Middle School. We were greeted by Executive Director Tim Purnell, Dr. Tim Purnell. He introduced new concepts of challenging counties to be more active. Our own Mary Ann Freeman, who is directing and guiding us for our strategic plan and future goal. She reminded us our superintendent evaluation is due, and she's completed her part, and I have to say, expertly done. Any questions or things I needed to reflect back on, you connected, and it made it so much easier for us to write your evaluation. So thank you for your efforts and hard work. We had the pleasure of listening to Mercer County's Teacher of the Year, Shakita Finelli, an educator at Joyce Kilmer Intermediate School. Her joy of teaching was evident and her passion was certainly clear. We then had the pleasure of celebrating the milestones, which we've talked about, years of service. And then my happy time was we honored the School Board Member of the Year, which was Dana Krug. She and I have been president, vice president, back and forth, and we work so well together. She's just a joy, a wonderful person to work with, so I was happy to celebrate that milestone with her, too. Stay tuned for topics for next year. Delegates Assembly report, I'll just quickly go through. All but one were passed, all the resolutions I read to you the last time. The one that wasn't was the choice of dealing with ranked choice voting for school board elections. They were saying we can't get people to come out and understand how to vote, so until we put the time and effort into educating and getting people to come out and vote, we shouldn't be changing the format. But it's left open for future. If we want to do it again, we can revisit it. But all the other resolutions that I read did pass. And that's my report for New Jersey school boards.
Great. Thank you so much, Joanne. Lawrence Township Growth and Redevelopment. Kevin's not here. I don't think they met. Anything on reconfiguration? No, nothing new. Student Services.
Okay, it's
Mr.
a little
Clark.
dated, but I will do the best I can to update the descriptions. Student Services meeting was held on May 4th. In attendance, Vanessa Bakarsiak and myself, Arndell Clark. Highlights from the meeting included AP testing has taken place for a 2-week span. Those tests took approximately 2 to 3 hours, and the span allowed students the opportunity not to be burdened with more than 2 tests a day. The students are relieved that those tests are over, and the process went very smoothly. Autism Awareness Month. Thank you to the students, faculty, and staff for an engaging Autism Awareness Month. From book reading to videos, students from various schools shared their talents with other students throughout the district. The Attendance Committee held its 3rd meeting this past month to continue streamlining the attendance tracking per building and help to create a new role for an official attendance officer to aid in the transition of information between schools and any legal obligations. In addition, an attendance process is being revamped and put in place for pre-K families. ESY and Summer Connect program. Class lists are complete and transportation routes are in the works. The Summer Connect program is full. New requests are still being accepted, but are being placed on a wait list with notifications being made if an opening is presented. Positions throughout the district. Happy to say our nursing positions are filled. Currently, OT, speech therapists, BCBA, school psychologists, special education teachers, those positions are all open and posted currently at the time of the meeting. This ends my report.
Thank you so much, Arndell. Review of communications? Seeing none, this is our first opportunity for public comment. Great. Board discussion and work session. I am super excited because this I've been waiting for. I'm going to call up our PEA team because they're going to give us a state of the PEA. Ignita Pardo, who is our head of a supervisor of preschool, and her team. If you want to introduce everybody so that everybody could see who they are individually, because I'd like the board to see our phenomenal team of people that we have. So thank you.
Okay, so thank you. In front of you, everyone has a Cardinal Kids folder. Inside the folder is a copy of the presentation as well as some Cardinal Kids swag. So good evening, and thank you for the opportunity to share the state of Cardinal Kids Preschool. My name is Ignita Pardo, and I am the supervisor of early childhood. Tonight, I am proud to highlight not only how far our preschool program has come, but also where we are headed. When we think about preschool, we are not simply talking about early academics. We are talking about building the educational foundation for our district's youngest learners. Before I begin, I would like to take a moment to recognize some of our preschool staff in the audience tonight. The work you do matters deeply. You are often a child's very first school experience. The care, patience, and dedication you bring to our youngest learners help shape not only school readiness, but a lifelong love of learning. Thank you for the heart you put into the work. This work is also deeply collaborative, so I also want to acknowledge our preschool team. With me tonight, Ms. Dana Schleider, our preschool instructional coach, Dr. Victoria Locane, our preschool intervention and referral specialist, Ms. Kim Grohowski, our community parent involvement specialist, our Lawrence Day School administrative team, Ms. Regina Lehman, owner of Lawrence Day School, Ms. Amanda Bellish, assistant director, and Ms. Sam Siddons, director. She's not with us tonight, but I know she's watching, wherever. Good for her. Their partnership, expertise, and unwavering commitment have been instrumental in the growth and success of our program. As Lawrence begins the development of its new strategic plan, this is a meaningful opportunity to reflect on the critical role early childhood education plays in shaping the district's future. Preschool is not simply a standalone program. It is the foundational infrastructure that supports long-term district success. The very priorities that guide strategic planning, such as student achievement, equity and access, family engagement, wellness, and instructional excellence, take root in the early years. As we envision the future of Lawrence, it is essential to recognize that the investments we make in our youngest learners today directly influence the outcomes we hope to achieve across the district tomorrow. These images reflect what preschool truly looks like in action: joy, discovery, language development, problem solving, creativity, and collaboration. This is intentional learning through developmentally appropriate practice. Our vision for Cardinal Kids Preschool is clear: to ensure every child has access to a high quality, inclusive, and nurturing early learning experience. This means creating classrooms where children feel seen, valued, challenged, and fully supported as learners. At the heart of this work are three core commitments that guide our program: nurturing growth, creating belonging, and ensuring equity. The research is clear. The early years matter profoundly. With 90% of brain development occurring before the age of 5, the experiences children have during these formative years lay the foundation for future learning, development, and success. High-quality preschool supports critical areas such as language development, early literacy, self-regulation, social-emotional growth, positive school attendance habits, and long-term academic achievement. Just as importantly, early childhood education is a powerful lever for equity. High-quality preschool helps close opportunity gaps by ensuring all children have access to rich, equitable learning experiences that build the skills, confidence, and foundation needed to thrive. Today, Cardinal Kids is a full-day preschool program serving children ages 3 to 5 across 6 locations, including our community provider partnership with Lawrence Day School. We currently support 255 students across 17 classrooms, with 25 seats intentionally reserved for students with individualized education programs. All of our preschool classrooms are integrated, meaning children with and without identified disabilities learn together in the same classroom environment, fostering inclusion, belonging, and peer learning. This reflects our district's commitment to creating inclusive learning environments where children with diverse learning needs learn, grow, and thrive alongside their peers from the very beginning. But growth in preschool is simply not about adding seats. It requires the infrastructure to ensure quality and consistency across every classroom. Today, that infrastructure includes P3 certified teachers across all locations, instructional assistants, a preschool instructional coach, a preschool intervention and referral specialist, a community parent involvement specialist. These roles are not simply staffing requirements, they are essential components of the high-quality preschool system. Each position plays a critical role in ensuring children receive the academic, developmental, behavioral, and family-centered supports they need, while also providing teachers with the coaching, intervention, and partnership necessary to deliver equitable, inclusive, and high-impact learning experiences. This slide tells one of our most important stories. In fall 2023, prior to receiving the preschool expansion aid, our preschool program operated with 5 classrooms across 2 sites, with no dedicated coaching infrastructure and no formal family engagement support systems in place. Today, we are preparing to serve children across 19 classrooms and 6 sites. This represents transformational growth, not simply in access, but in the systems, staffing, and structures needed to sustain a high-quality early childhood program. Growth of this scale does not happen by chance. It required intentional strategic planning, strong partnership development, thoughtful staffing, a complete operational redesign of how we deliver preschool services. Most importantly, this has been a true district-wide effort made possible through the collaboration, a shared vision, and a collective commitment to expanding opportunity for our youngest learners. This growth would not have been possible without the continued support of the Board of Education and under the vision and leadership of our Superintendent, Dr. Klim, alongside Assistant Superintendent, Mr. Desai, Business Administrator, Mr. Eldridge, Central Office Administration, and District Leadership, whose shared commitment to early childhood education has helped turn this vision into reality. I am honored to be able to contribute to this work and help bring that vision to life for our youngest learners. Get a little emotional. As access to our preschool program has expanded, so too has our physical footprint. This growth is significant because expanding access is not simply about adding seats. It's about meeting families where they are, increasing equitable access, and ensuring that every child, regardless of location, experiences the same high-quality preschool program across all sites. This is one of the clearest indicators of our progress. Since 2023-24, preschool enrollment has grown from 105 students to 255 in the current school year, with projections for next school year reaching 285 students. A clear reflection of the significant growth and expansion of our preschool program. During this same time, the percentage of our preschool age universe has increased from 27% to 67%, an extraordinary level of growth in just a few short years. And yet, even with this expansion, family demand continues to exceed our current capacity. This year alone, we received 267 preschool applications, leaving 106 families on the wait list. This tells us 2 things. 1, our community deeply values early childhood education, and expanding equitable access remains at the forefront of our work. As our district demographics continue to evolve, so too does our responsibility to ensure access, opportunity, and strong educational beginnings for all learners. This level of growth reflects a clear commitment from the Board of Education and our superintendent to expand access, closing opportunity gaps, and ensuring that children who have historically had limited access to high-quality early learning experiences are given a strong educational foundation from the beginning. As our preschool program grows, we have remained equally focused on strengthening teaching and learning systems. This includes robust coaching structures, instructional support, data-driven professional development, and targeted development for instructional assistants to ensure consistency. We have also intentionally strengthened our preschool to kindergarten transition work, recognizing that preschool serves as the district's first instructional data point. Through Teaching Strategies Gold, developmental progress monitoring, collaborative transition conversations, and kindergarten readiness planning, we are able to provide kindergarten teams with meaningful early insight into each child's development, strengths, learning needs, and potential supports before they enter an elementary building. This matters because preschool is more than an entry point. It is critical educational infrastructure that strengthens continuity, it informs instruction, and lays the groundwork for long-term district success. Preschool is not separate from the district work. It is foundational to it. In fact, I would argue that pre-K is not an initiative, it's an infrastructure. It is the educational foundation upon which so much of our district work is built, supporting student achievement, advancing equity, strengthening family partnerships, and shaping learning outcomes. Preschool strengthens instructional excellence through data-informed decision-making, through teaching strategies gold, environmental quality measures such as ECHRS and TPOP, and curriculum fidelity tools. Preschool provides meaningful data that helps us monitor student growth, evaluate program quality, and continuously strengthen teaching and learning. Preschool also builds internal capacity through aligned professional learning. Through coaching, curriculum endorsement, structured observation reliability, and embedded professional growth, we are creating consistency in instructional practice while investing in the growth of our educators within our system. Preschool also deepens family and community partnerships through ECAC, parent information sessions, open houses, community partnerships. We are building strong family-school connections from the very beginning, advancing our district's commitment to engagement, access, and belonging. Because when preschool is strong, the entire district is stronger.
We're going to give Ms. Pardo just a quick respite there. Again, my name is Dana Schleider. I'm the preschool instructional coach, and I'm here just to introduce the role a little bit and let you know about what that means for our teachers and our preschoolers. A large part of my role is working directly alongside the teaching staff as a collaborative support partner with the guidance of evidence-based, developmentally appropriate strategies and the reflective coaching cycle. I work to help teachers implement data-driven instructional practices rooted in our performance-based assessment tool, along with moving toward curriculum fidelity. Additionally, by administering environmental rating scales, I have real-time data to coach teachers in building high-quality classroom environments for our students. I am also proud to be a part of the team looking ahead to the transition from preschool to kindergarten and school-age expectations. We know this can be a challenging time for our little learners and their families. However, through ongoing formative and summative assessments, baseline assessments, and screeners, our students have a comprehensive profile moving forward with them into kindergarten, which includes not only academic data points, but data points correlated to social, emotional, language, cognitive, and even physical skill development. In essence, the instructional coach role is about building teacher capacity for strengthened instruction and thorough data collection to support a well-rounded learning experience for the district's youngest and very eager learners. Outlined for you is a schedule highlighting a typical day in all 17 of our preschool classrooms. The Tools of the Mind curriculum uses structured routines, peer learning, and scaffolded activities to support children's academic successes while also growing independence, executive function, and self-regulation skills. Additionally, the Tools of the Mind curriculum is designated as a CASEL Select program, having met CASEL's highest criteria for high-quality design, implementation support, and demonstrated effectiveness in social and emotional learning.
Hi, I'm Victoria Locane. I'm the Preschool Intervention and Referral Specialist, or the PERS. Similar to the preschool instructional coach, my role is also centered on building teacher capacity to meet every student where they are. Program-wide, I support preschool teachers in promoting social emotional competence and addressing behavioral and learning challenges across our classrooms. A core component of my work is implementing the pyramid model, a tiered framework of social emotional supports and positive behavioral strategies that help young children develop regulation, build relationships, and navigate challenging behaviors in early learning environments. This model intentionally aligns with the school age model of the intervention and referral services process, creating a continuum of support that follows students as they transition to kindergarten. Accepting kindergarten programs across the district receive documented information on the interventions each child receives in preschool, ensuring continuity of care. In my practice, my work takes several forms. I conduct regular classroom visits to model evidence-based strategies and provide targeted feedback to teachers. I coordinate developmental screenings, and I collaborate with teachers to support children with persistent behavioral or learning challenges. Together, these efforts strengthen our inclusive environments and improve outcomes for our youngest learners.
Good evening. Hello, I'm Kim Grahowski, and I'm the Community Parent Involvement Specialist for the CPIS. My role helps build strong partnerships between families, schools, and the community in support of our children. In this role, I provide information and resources to our families. I develop a community needs assessment, or a CNA, through the Early Childhood Advisory Council, or ECAC. The ECAC meets 4 times a year. The Community Needs Assessment Survey provides ECAC and myself necessary feedback that enables me to prioritize our families' needs and provide those resources to our families. With this information, I can also move forward in planning family engagements and workshops, as well as forming partnerships with community resources. The CPIS serves as an important role in bridging schools and community to ensure all children and families feel supported, informed, and connected. Thank you.
Okay. While we are incredibly proud of the growth and progress of our preschool program, we also recognize that with expansion comes opportunity. Opportunity to strengthen, refine, and build for long-term sustainability. First, as our program continues to grow across both district-run classrooms and our community provider partnership, there's an important opportunity to strengthen consistency across all program sites. While our commitment to quality remains clear, continued alignment in instructional expectations, communication systems, and overall family experience will help ensure that every child and family experiences the same high-quality preschool program regardless of location. Second, we see an opportunity to further strengthen family communication and navigation support. For many families, preschool is their first interaction with our district, and systems such as enrollment, transitions, and program expectations can feel complex. By continuing to refine how we communicate and support families through these processes, we can build trust, improve access, and create a strong sense of partnership from the beginning. Finally, as our program expands, we must continue investing in an internal leadership capacity. Sustainable growth requires more than adding classrooms. It requires strong systems of coaching, teacher development, and leadership structures that preserve program quality over time. These opportunities are not gaps. They are the natural next steps of a growing and evolving program, and addressing them thoughtfully will ensure that preschool remains a strong and sustainable foundation for the district's future. The road ahead. Looking ahead, our work remains centered around 3 clear priorities that will guide the continued growth and strengthening of our preschool program. Priority 1, ensuring program quality. As we continue to expand, maintaining high-quality implementation across every classroom must remain at the center of our work. This includes strengthening our coaching systems, creating opportunities for instructional rounds, and collaborative learning, and continuing to use data monitoring to guide decision-making, identify trends, and drive continuous improvement. Priority 2, expanding access. While we have made significant progress in increasing preschool enrollment, there is still work to be done to ensure that more Lawrence families can access high-quality early childhood education. This includes continued enrollment growth, intentional outreach to connect with families who may not yet be engaged, and the planned opening of 2 additional preschool classrooms in September 2026 to further expand capacity. Priority 3, strengthening pre-K through kindergarten alignment. Preschool should not function in isolation. It should serve as the first step in a seamless educational journey. This means deepening our preschool to kindergarten transition work, strengthening communication between preschool and elementary teams, and creating stronger vertical curriculum alignment. It also means leveraging preschool data to better support smooth transitions into kindergarten. Through Teaching Strategies Gold and developmental progress monitoring, kindergarten teams can enter the school year with meaningful insight into each child's strengths, learning needs, and potential supports, allowing for more planned, more informed planning, stronger continuity, and a more responsive start for our students. Together, these priorities position preschool not simply for growth, but for sustainable impact, ensuring that our earliest learners enter the district with strong foundations and that our systems are prepared to support them every step of the way. Thank you for allowing me to share this work. I'm incredibly proud of the work we have built through Cardinal Kids Preschool Program, and equally proud of the extraordinary staff whose dedication, expertise, and unwavering commitment have made this growth possible. While today we have discussed systems, strategy, expansion, long-term impact, and long-term impact, at the heart of all of this is our children. I'd like to leave you with a short video that captures the joy, curiosity, and promise that make this work so meaningful and remind us why investing in our youngest learners matters so deeply.
My friend. Math. We count and sort. I'm gonna eat snack. I'm gonna take care of it all day. Yeah. And give her some food. We'll have free choice. I'm gonna play with her with the drawing pads. I am going to wash the dog. I am going to stack blocks. My message said, I am going to wash the dogs. I like a rectangle.
How many sunny days? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many? So if you were an alligator, where would your mouth go?
Tell Lorenzo, what colors do you see?
I see green.
Oh, where's the bunny on this page? Can you show me? Tell Lorenzo what
It's to use make the letters O and also Q. Circle
T. So where do we want the T?
where trains all the dogs for they can be trained. You will make a train. Which one you do like? Donut. It's over here. Chocolate. Strawberry. Play games, and I also like to build it with the blocks over there. I like the props. You have to switch the sensors. I like to go in the library. I like to read the books and draw because there's drawing pads. I like to play with my best friend. And I like teachers. Like when we have shows in the gym. Like when table toys. I like to play with that. We like to play with toys. Bus. And when it's so warm outside, I like to play outside. That's why I like our song.
I cannot take credit for that video. I just want to acknowledge the work of Jen Baldessari, our wonderful Director of Communications. She went out, visited all our sites along with our CPIS, Kim, and interviewed our students, put the video together. I know it took a lot of time and hard work, but it's so beautiful. So thank you. Thank
Wow.
you. Thanks, Jen.
Thank you. That was fantastic. As you know, I am a lover of our program. I think you're doing a great job. We are so fortunate in our district. We are doing very, very well. So I wanted to just see if any board members had any comments or questions or anything that they want to share or reflect.
I just want to say the video is amazing. It really shows the hard work of all across the district and the staff that I think the whole world needs to see it more.
It will be on the website.
And parent orientation is
And
June
parent
1st. It'll be
orientation,
aired.
June 1st,
Yes, June 1st.
There you go.
I had a few questions, but I thought I'd just ask you one here today, right now. So there's significant growth attached to the 26-27 school year. You have a 12% increase. And then I saw toward the end that you had mentioned there would be 2 new classes in 26. I was hoping you might be able to talk a little bit about that. And then you also said community outreach was an important part of, building, continued student engagement. So I was hoping maybe to hear a little bit more about what you thought was important in terms of community outreach also.
So in terms of the growth, we're currently serving 17. We have 17 classrooms serving 255 students. In September, that's where we see the jump. we're opening up 2 more classrooms, adding an additional 30 classrooms, 30 seats to our program to bring it to 285. So that's where that growth comes in. For September, we'll be opening 2 new classrooms. This school year, we opened 9. So we partnered with Lawrence Day School over last year. And in September, this current school year, we opened 4 classrooms at Lawrence Day School, 5 in district, with an additional 2 in September.
Great.
In terms of community outreach, one of the things that we're learning as we're expanding is, how are we getting this information out to parents who don't have children in the school or are just moving into the community? So I have identified that that is an area that we need to work on in making sure that our families, not only that are in the district or that have students, those families just entering the district have access to the information about what our preschool program is in the district. So really trying to close that gap for those families that they don't have kids here, so there's no talking points, right? So how are we getting to those families and to the families who, again, are underserved in our community? So that will be a focus for our program next year, is making sure that we're targeting and being intentional with those pockets of population that we need to target.
That's great. Yeah, and it's a new opportunity of outreach just for us in general at LTPS, being able to offer this as a service for people new to the community or new to the district. So.
Yeah, and now we have a dedicated CPIS, Ms. Grохowski, so that also bridges that gap and allows us to give that the attention it deserves as she is continuing to build partnerships with various community members.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You said you had a few.
We don't have to go into all of them right now.
I have, so just thank you, and it's really exciting and thrilling, and I love that you underline the equity and then moving forward for the outreach. I have a question about, now that you expanded so quickly and you have such great supports, how do you all make sure that you're aligned? So like, as we bring in more supports to the teachers, how are we making sure that they're getting the same message and the same kind of focus on their instruction?
So we meet as a team, so I meet with the coaches regularly. As Ms. Schleider mentioned in her presentation, right, she's using data. So she's going in using our environmental rating scale, and she's assessing the program quality. So using that data is how we structure our coaching and our feedback that we're giving the teachers. So we're using that as our starting point. So when we're having conversations with teachers about instruction, about the environment, we're basing it in the data that she collects in those Eckers observations.
And training teachers on using that.
Correct. So Ms. Schleider went through a few rigorous professional development trainings. She went through a training with Tools of the Mind that's only offered to teachers who have received all 3 years of training. So she went through a tools endorsement. So she is a tools endorsed coach, meaning that Tools of the Mind themselves have deemed that she met the criteria, so she is knowledgeable in the curriculum to turnkey any training. So she does a lot of the turnkeying of the information. The same with our Eckers, our environmental rating scale. She went through a state professional development, so she is considered, again, that was a rigorous professional development. It was days of training where she went out to different locations and she practiced the Fidelity tool. She was tested on her implementation of the Fidelity tool, and having passed all that, she is considered an anchor in the Fidelity tool. So using all of her knowledge and her background and her training allows us to really dive into the data and make sure that the data that she's collecting is reliable, so that we can use that to inform our instruction and our practices.
Thank you. And I have to do a little shout out to some people who helped my daughter very much. So nice to see my friends. And we still have our Tools of the Mind worksheets. Framed. We don't have pottery, but we have framed Tools of the Mind.
That was pretty fun.
So thank you. And I think for future conversations, I'm also curious, because we're building such robust instructional base moving forward. It means that, after next year, we'll have 285 students entering kindergarten. So I saw alignment being a goal for K, but I'm thinking it's really alignment to K-3 and how are we building capacity as our students are starting with this much stronger base, making sure that we're helping them move, and now that kindergarten teachers and first grade teachers are getting such a diversity of learners and stronger
That was
learners.
exactly my question as well, too, and people who don't have access to the program, once you get into a kindergarten situation, exactly, creating that parity.
I mean, it's definitely an ongoing conversation, and we recognize that, again, there's work to be done in that alignment. We have begun the work with kindergarten, having vertical articulation meetings. My team and I are meeting with each building administrator to review the incoming students that we have in our programs. And we're even looking, how can I just revised the pre-K report card so that it aligns with the kindergarten report card. There are new preschool standards, so I took the new preschool standards. I looked at the newly revised K report card, and I aligned it so that if the report card on the kindergarten report card has counting, for instance, I made sure that that's also reflected in the pre-K, so that whatever indicators kindergarten is using is reflected with preschool, so we can track our students right from the beginning. So that work is being done, and I do recognize that more work needs to be done in the future, and those conversations are ongoing with the district.
It's a testament to your great work and the leadership that we're having this great advancement.
Thank you.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you to all of our
Thank you, preschool
PA
team.
team.
Ms. Baldessari, since they are so well coordinated, can you just get a nice picture of all the PEA team and teachers? Please join them in the back so Ms. Baldessari can take a picture of you. I'd be remiss if I didn't
Get your picture taken.
recognize how well you all look and coordinated.
Okay,
All right.
we're going to keep going now. Next will be board discussion and action items. Personnel committee report and personnel action items.
Okay. Personnel did not meet. We met earlier this month, so I'll just jump on to tonight's agenda. You'll see an adjustment, an amendment, a correction. You'll also see approvals for summer positions, termination, staff due to clearances, non-tenured staff for 26-27, school year EDPs, nurses for 26-27, substitute teachers, transfer, unpaid leave, and staff for preschool program. You'll see a retirement for Joanne Reyes. I think that's how you say her, Reyes. She's a special education assistant at LIS. She's been on the staff for 25 years. I've heard from a few of her colleagues that she is extremely positive, always helpful, and brings joy into the classroom. We thank her for her years of service, and I know that students and staff will miss her, and we do wish her well when her retirement begins. With all of that, I'd like to move P1 through P17, please.
Second.
Tom, with a motion and a second, please.
Mr. Caparata?
Yes.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Kroger?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Pascoli?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes,
Motion carried.
thank you. CIAPD report and student service action item.
Sure. CIPD, our curriculum committee met on Tuesday, May 12th at 8 a.m. The Board of Education conference room. In attendance was me, President Michelle Bose, Vice President Pepper Evans, Paul Caparata, Dr. Klim, Ms. Jean Musi, Ms. Jen Baldessari, and Mr. Neil Desai. We talked about a lot of the updates on our district priorities, and thanks to Dr. Klim for walking through her goals and progress so far as it related to the curriculum. So that was really our curriculum committee. So that was exciting, and we look forward to the summer strategic planning and goal setting for next year. We also, we learned a lot about the different progress that the district is making with putting in a lot of the systems, as we just heard about data-driven systems, and that's pretty wonky, right? But basically it means getting real information about our kids, figuring out what they need, and building systems around that so that our instruction is matching what we see from our students, and making sure that that's kind of happening more across the entire district. So that's been a lot of work, and kudos to them. And we also learned a lot about some educator programs that we voted on here. We've supported through stipends, and we've talked about early in last September. So it seemed like a very successful year with our teacher leadership, both for teacher leadership and aspiring administrators. So that was exciting as we build our educator pipeline from our experts here in our district. We also got a little brief overview about our summer programming and the plans for that, as well as an update on the world language curriculum. And we reviewed our visitor policy 9150 and regulation 9150. And just want to thank both just the different staff from the CIPD perspective. Staff took back some of our questions and really reworked some of the policy to make sure that it reflected different security protocols that are unfortunately continually to ramp up every year in our world. But then also they took a step back and made sure that it kind of matched all the way through all of the schools. So, I think that was just really meaningful, and I appreciated the work that went into that. And then so our next meeting is Tuesday, June 9th. And I also want to thank Mr. Desai for being very flexible. I was able to call in that day at last minute, but it was a very productive meeting, and we really had a great time. It's a party. All right, so I'd like to make a motion to approve the travel log. You see OIS 1 and OIS 2 for the donation of $2,895 for clarinets for instructional use at LIS. It's very exciting. As a clarinet player, I will not play for you. And then I'd also like to make a motion for OSS 1 for an out-of-district placement for Hamilton Township.
Second.
And SOSS 2.
What I missed?
1 and
Oh,
2.
Jesus, sorry. And
HIB
OSS
reports.
2, the HIB report, which we motion to approve the report.
Second.
Thank you. Tom, with a motion and a second.
Mr. Caparata?
Yes.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Groger?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you, Tom. Finance Committee report and school business management action items.
Finance Committee did not meet since our last board meeting, but on your agenda you will see bills, budget transfer, grant approval, change orders to be ratified at our next meeting. There are professional services going out for athletic trainers, speech therapy, OT, physical therapy. Let's see. We've got professional services. We've got speech and language. We've got nursing services. We've got a carpentry bid. We've got a bid for painting. In new business, there's a bid for ramps and railings at Slackwood. And you'll see a lot of transportation renewals, route renewals, and I think that's it. Okay, with that, I would like to move SBM 1 through 30.
Second.
Tom, with a motion and a second.
Mr. Caparata?
Yes.
Mr. Clark?
Yes.
Ms. Evans?
Yes.
Ms. Groger?
Yes.
Ms. Kelly?
Yes.
Ms. Martinez?
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi?
Yes.
Ms. Bose?
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you. And we have our final opportunity for public input. Seeing there's none, we'll move on. New business. Oh, wait, just one second, Olga. Joanne wants to.
I just forgot during my report, on Sunday, we had 3 athletes from 77 to 78 were inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame for track and field in Mercer County. Karen and Kim Hatchett and Lori Dowers. Some of them hold records, and they will never be broken, not because they're the best of ever come out of Lawrence High, but the track was measured in yards, and now it's meters, so they'll never be broken. I just wanted to give them congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you for that. Okay, Olga, please.
For new business, motion to approve print and services. field trips, travel logs, to accept grants, transfers for tenure staff, non-tenure staff for the year 26-27 school year. Motion to approve the revised LTPS calendar for the 26-27 school year attached. Motion to approve the entering into joint escrow account. Motion to approve the awards for concrete steps and railing replacements at Sackwood School. With that, I would like to move NB 1 through NB 10.
Second.
Tom with a motion and a second.
Mr. Caparata.
Yes.
Mr. Clark.
Yes.
Ms. Evans.
Yes.
Ms. Kroger.
Yes.
Ms. Kelly.
Yes.
Ms. Martinez.
Yes.
Ms. Pasculi.
Yes.
Ms. Bose.
Yes,
Motion carried.
thank you. And may I have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Second, sorry.
Got it?
Second, and all in favor?
Aye.
So moved. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll remind you next Wednesday. Oh, and a wonderful Memorial Day, and next week we will be having our second strategic planning meeting. See y'all there. Thank you to the board. Good night.